Hi! Today we'll bring out a question which most of the executives face: how to choose a proper software service provider for the project. This choice is always coupled with a bunch of difficulties. Executives should think about a lot of things before making the right decision. The difficulty is not only about the technology stack or skills, it's rather about the expected role of the provider and its responsibilities, domain knowledge, integration level, and some other factors. When companies choose the provider, they also need to think of the project, since as providers, they should comply with this project requirements. So let's find out how to pick the relevant software service provider. Before you start, we'd recommend you to do two things. It's take your time, there's no need to rush in this case, and think of what type of service provider you really need. While working for more than 20 years with clients with different needs, here at Untitled we acted in different roles for them. From that experience, we can divide providers into 4 different types. As you can see on the screen picture, the first one is doer. Providers of those types provide resources, have no domain knowledge, and make no business analysis. The second one is assistant. It works in delivery level, makes technical suggestions and proposals, and manages the part of the project. Providers with advanced domain knowledge, who runs part of the entire project planning and is in charge of management activities, we call advisors. And the last one is partner. These teams go to more of a business level. They take ownership of the business analysis and manage the entire project. It's worth mentioning here that there's no best type of provider among those 4. Each of them serves best for a particular project and a business type. So now let's figure out what type of provider will most fit for the project depending on the project type. The types of software service providers mentioned before offer a different level of integration into business. To make the best choice, we'd recommend answering a few questions. That will help deciding how deep the team should be integrated into the project. So, to figure that out, what kind of partnership works best for you, we suggest you answer the questions you can see in the screen picture. For example, do you need a software service provider to possess domain knowledge? Or to what extent do you want the provider to be involved into your business? You should also ask yourself, do you need a dedicated quality assurance team on the project? Or do you need a production support team? So now, the answers for those questions should be matched up with the criteria we've discussed before. If you remember, doer, assistant, and others. The requirements should be added gradually and go upwards from doer level to a partner level. It should look like sort of a matrix in the end. Here in Untitled, we'll call it the matrix of software service provider integration. You can actually see on the screen picture right now. To make this more reasonable, let's make an example for domain knowledge category. Let's imagine a client has a project and needs a provider. The question under consideration is, should the provider have domain knowledge or not? And if the client has in-house experts who know exactly what the application should do, then the company needs a doer. Well, now when you have defined the provider type for each category, you should choose the proper type for the entire engagement. You can see an example in the screen picture. As you can see, most of the check marks go to assistant provider type. So for this particular project, assistant looks like the most credible option. Of course, to get a more precise picture, it's better to think about more factors, as project management, development of clients' processes, and testing activities. So what's next after that? When you're ready with your provider type, it's time to choose your contract type and business model. As you can see on the screen, the recommended business models for selected partnership types are grounded in this table. So if after this research, doer level of integration is preferred, time and material type of contract will be optimal. In case the advisor is chosen, offshore dedicated team will be a proper option. If project requires partner, the deepest level of integration possible, remote, insourcing, or output-based type of contract can be the most suitable for it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a thumbs up to let us know you really like it. We're about to make even more videos to bring out some hot questions of software development industry, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or ideas for videos you'd like to watch, leave them in comments. You can also get more information on this and other topics in our Untitled blog. I'll leave a link for you down below. See you next time.